I remember when I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and he was crying because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system.
Then why did you stay in Mexico?
You need to leave.
Let's go ahead and let's get right into it, y'all. The first segment that we want to start off with is a new one. And it is courtesy of the internet. That's right, because we are going to be scouring the internet and just looking over some of the, hottest videos or just some of the hottest topics. And based off of the first one that we are just looking at here, I don't know about y'all, man, but what's y'all thoughts on this video, man, with your boy just popping up talking about some, look, man, you need to go back to Mexico. Have any of y'all ever been in a situation like this?
I've never.
No, you
ladies
go ahead.
first. Ladies first. I'm sorry.
Oh, me first.
Yeah,
Oh man. Well, have I been told go back to my country? So the beautiful thing about me is that I'm like racially ambiguous. I've been in situations not quite like that, but I've been in situations where people don't know exactly where I'm from, and they don't know that I'm Black. So I've had people, like, I'm getting my nails done, and the Korean ladies are talking to me, and they just talking shit about Black people. They have no idea, and I'm sitting there like, this is wild. Like, they just confiding in me, telling me stuff. So when it comes to racism in America, if you ever thought that it was going anywhere, it's not going anywhere. But have I been told to go back to my country? I'm from here, so that's a weird statement.
True shit. What about you, D?
No. But from the video, I was a little amused by the video. The video was funny. All the way.
No, the video is,
bro. like, you know what I mean? Homie up here, he aired out his grievances and shit. My son, he comes home crying every night. But the crazy part is that when the guy said that, why don't you go back to Mexico? Like, he legit didn't think he said anything wrong. Because, like, literally when everybody told him, you need to leave, he's sitting here like, yo, what the fuck? I thought we were all racist here. Like, like,
no, we had the same agenda. For real, he had that look on his face like he was surprised. Especially when that old lady, bro, when the old lady turned around,
bro,
man,
she was already looking his way. She was looking his way
all the way around. And he looked right at her like, really? Like, really? Like, we was just talking about them in the back. Like, what you mean? Like, no. Nah, man. I found it to be quite humorous, but then again, in all seriousness, nobody should be talking like that in 2021. But at the same time, like you said, Jonelle, racism is real and it's not going anywhere. It's embedded in our country,
but she can, in the process, you can laugh at it. That, I don't know whose decision it was to put that Seinfeld. I don't know. It's just classic. And then everything that Kramer, it was a very, very tasteful. That was that was funny as hell, actually.
Yeah, it was honestly, the fact that he felt like he didn't say anything wrong is concerning. The fact that he was surprised that people were in an uproar is concerning. Like, that just that leads me to believe, man, that like people like him think it's normal to talk like this. You know what I mean? Like, this is a normal, like, this is a normal thought process, and I'm hoping that's not everybody. I got white friends, and I hope they don't feel that way about our brown brothers and sisters, and So, long story short, you need to leave.
And we'll leave it at that.
Nah, but then, matter of fact, no. Because white women showed her privilege. Why can somebody tell me where I need to be at? Like, this is a whole public forum. You can't tell me to leave. Like, fuck you. Like, like,
No, she really.
Like-
Think about it. She said it hard too. Like she said it really hard. Like, she did bad, like,
Why do you feel like you can tell me what I can do?
Anyway, man. Bro, when you showed me that shit was hilarious, man. But we'll leave it where it stands, man.
Beautiful thing. Thank you so much.
We're so excited.
All right.
Putting on our best behavior.
Hi,
ladies. How are you?
This is my husband, Simon, everyone. How are you? You're good? Boom, boom. Yes.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Thank you for coming.
And I see you laid it out for us.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Solid.
Now, that makes me want to get married all over again.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
Yes,
It's
we may
gorgeous.
just have to renew our vows, ring upgrade.
You know, love it.
The usual.
Love it.
Well,
Oh, yes.
I'm the
ladies,
queen.
you get whatever you want.
This looks
Okay.
Absolutely.
You know, it's been heavy weighing on me, just all of the stress with Black Lives Matter, worrying about my people.
Portia, do you want some hookah?
Yeah.
I have hookahs.
And also worrying about my home life with Dennis. It's just been a whole lot, so I'm definitely in serious need of a girl's day.
Your girl Portia Williams, as you all just saw in that video there. Yeah. She just to kind of just put it in a nutshell, the reality star was introduced to a friend on the show at the time, but come to find out it wasn't actually her friend. But either way, was introduced to her friend's husband at the time. That couple then gets divorced in January, and Portia is engaged to that guy, and it is May. Okay, so we're talking about a quick 3-month turnaround on that. It's a lot to this story, but I definitely got to get y'all thoughts around this. Real quick, what are your thoughts on the situation? Ladies first.
Oh man, I already knew that was coming. Well, there's like you said, it's a lot to unpack. So, what do we talk about first? The fact that she's getting married, you know, within like a small amount of time of knowing the person, the fact of who he is. I mean, because if you want to talk about like a woman her age, how old is she?
Portia got to be coming up on 40. She got to be pushing 40.
Right. So, you know, I mean, from a woman's perspective, you know, we got a biological time. We have a biological clock that starts ticking real loud the older you get, you know, mid-30s. So honestly, I've seen how these older women who are single do. They just like, they go balls to the wall. It's just like, you know what, you were my dude yesterday. I don't even know why are we waiting, you know, but let's go now. So the haste, I get it. That's just how older women are. Like, that's kind of how they gotta be. Now, as far as her choosing, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the woman who was the actual woman who was previously married to that man as of like December of last year, Portia was very clear to say, oh, she's not even my friend. So that's something to be said there. You know, they're only cordial because of the show. So does Portia owe this woman anything? Probably not.
I seen a clip of the girl saying that Portia was the reason that she came to the show. That's what I seen.
Oh Lord.
Well,
So,
but then
like,
you're
that-
hearing rumors that Bravo set it up. That there's I believe actually Portia came out and basically said that the Bravo producers came to them the day of or the day before and said, hey, you know, we're gonna kind of market her as your friend, you know, just kind of roll with it type of thing. And yeah, and they really weren't friends. So but who knows?
Question.
DPounc, what you got?
I mean, I just really don't. I just have a question for you guys. How soon after your friend and their, you know, you know, your friend and they jump break up, whether it's guy or girl, is it like how soon do you think? How soon is it before you can, you know, go ahead and, you know, just hop in the DMs?
You said a friend. This is a friend, right?
Right. So let's properly define this, bro. Properly define this. All right. So when you say friend, what are we talking?
All right. So, okay, I think it's actually different levels to it, to be honest with you. If it's an acquaintance, like if it's just a nigga I know, and him and old girl, all bets are off. If it's somebody like one of my good friends, one, I know that if I do, that our friendship is over. Right off the bat. You have to assume that the friendship is over. I think a, f- a friend, like somebody that I fuck with, I think a safe time to wait, I'm gonna say 4 summers.
Bang, bang, bang.
4 summers. Oh man, you
Yeah.
a real caveman. Like, wow, summers. I like that.
Nah, man. Like 4 summers. Like you can wait for like
I
4
like-
summers is really like, you know, it's a good time. He's over her. He probably married to somebody else and shit like that. Like, you know, but still you gotta understand that y'all probably not gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's now if it's my best friend, if it's my best friend, I don't even look at their women like that. Like, you know, I can't even my really, really close friends, you can't even look at their significant others like that. You kinda if I look at my close friends like a brother, I look at your wife as my sister. So it just it's off bound, you know, for me. That's
I
my
feel you.
thing.
So the question once again was, how long do you basically wait, right, to holler at a friend's ex, essentially? So me personally, bro, I'm kind of right there with you, though, right? So I feel like
4 summers. Like
it's
4
not-
summers is fair.
I'm not. I ain't say about the time period, but I'm kind of there with you as far as like the fact that I'm with you in the fact that I feel is like if you're not as if that person isn't like a real acquaintance, like that's not your nigga. You know what I mean? To me, like if you only seen that person maybe like you can count on your hand how many times you've hung out with that person, then I feel like it's okay to slide in an ex's DM. All right. You know what I mean? But if it's your nigga, you know what I'm saying? If it's somebody that is a close acquaintance, somebody that you got years with, some invested time with, like you said, yeah, I don't even look at the old lady like that in the first place to even like want to even try something after the fact. You know what I mean? Like it's just yeah, that doesn't sit well.
Yeah,
with me.
she's off limits.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
She's off limits.
forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But that's just my thoughts on it. But I want to hear this from a female's perspective, from a strong female's perspective.
Oh
So,
man.
how long you gotta wait?
How long do you have to wait to date? How long will I have to wait to date a dude that was previously dating my acquaintance, not my friend? Because if it's my friend, I will be waiting until eternity because I'm not dating my friend.
Right. So we've established that. If it's
Yeah.
a close friend, that shit shouldn't happen. But if it's an acquaintance, what do you think?
An acquaintance that I'm still not like an acquaintance that I've only hung out with a couple times or I haven't hung out with in a very long time. So I don't know, like that 4 summers thing, I kind of like that. You should just brand that, put on a t-shirt. Honestly, I like 4 summers. Yeah, years. I mean, I'm also thinking about it from a different perspective too, because Portia and everybody in this scenario, they're all from Atlanta, and from what I understand, Atlanta is just like it's a struggle bus to find a good black man in Atlanta. The dating scene, like the ratio is something crazy, something like 20 eligible women to 1 eligible man. So part of me feels like this might. What'd you say?
Damn. I said I need to move to Atlanta. Like,
You
God,
might, damn.
You
know what? You would help the ratio. So I think you should do us all a favor and help that ratio because I feel for them. Like,
Speak that, black
but you know
woman.
what? I don't think the city is that far. I don't think that DC is like that far off. If I really feel like if somebody did a study, it wouldn't be that far off either. But to answer your question bluntly, yeah, I would say years. It would take me years to feel comfortable to date somebody who was dating my acquaintance. I would want to make sure that shit was all the way tied up with a ribbon and just sealed, the signed, seal, delivered, all of that, because I don't need any of that baggage. I don't need no crossover. Oh, I'm still kind of hitting this person up. Like, I need that to be all the way tied up. And that man apparently is very special if he's just the peen is just for everybody. So I guess he's the
$40 million man. That's why.
Yeah, he got that African money.
You know what I mean?
He got
the
that
bag.
Zamunda money.
I mean, not knocking everything that he has established, but I could probably find several more of him. Why him? Like, I mean, you kind of got to ask yourself that, like, why I feel like we kind of deal with the same men because we want to. It's almost like a challenge. I'm not saying that's what Portia's idea was. She probably really loves this man, but like, why him? You know, you're on TV, plenty of niggas around, probably, you know, hitting you up, all calibers of men. Like, why him?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I heard that he has the key to finding vibranium. What's the shit called from Black Panther? The vibranium shit.
From Wakanda? What are you talking about? Oh my word.
I think all this shit is fake, man. I think all the like
You know what? Me too.
I believe none of
Nah, I
what
don't
this
believe
reality TV shit is. Like I think they're all actors. I think this is all just staged, and you know, I don't believe any of it.
Yeah.
This is just entertainment.
To be continued, man. We'll see, man. It's I mean, it is entertainment. You know what I mean? And it definitely got my interest. It sparked my interest because my wife watches the show and stuff. And, so we'll see.
So you be tuned in. So you
I'll
want
be-
to
look, I'll be
reality
tuned-
TV ass niggas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 8:00 on Sunday. She be sitting there watching that jank. Sometimes I be sitting right there and I be watching it with her. All right, with my wife. Okay.
You turned into so much of a family, man, since I've known you, bro.
This is great. I love that.
Black King, man.
Best of luck to best of luck to Portia and you know that the happy new couple, and let's see how this unfolds.
Let's see how it unfolds. To be continued, y'all. But that was courtesy of the internet, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to that.
Right in front. Good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Yes, sir. Get the paperwork for this ball. Get Al Hammond. Absolutely. I don't need Al Hammond. Let me call Al Hammond. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. One night. Got you that.
So, Floyd Mayweather, y'all. Floyd Mayweather. So, your boy Logan Paul snatched this man's head off, or his hat off, and this man's head was everybody kept talking about Floyd's head, but just based off of the video that we just saw there, y'all, what's y'all quick thoughts on it, man?
Man, Devin, I'll let you go first for this one.
Disrespectful. But I mean, bro, it's all honestly, all of this is just the build up for the fight. Like, I mean, this is if you don't believe this is staged, I mean, you know, it's just the anticipation for the fight for me. That's what I believe.
I agree.
You gonna watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would. Not to. You know what I mean? I ain't got shit else to do. We still quarantining right now. And then on top of that, nigga, ain't no gas. So I can't go nowhere. So shit, might as well.
Man, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
man.
But as far as the fight, man, I mean, it's definitely a money grab. You can definitely see the fact that they're trying to build it up and so forth. I thought it was funny. The fact that the man was even just bold enough. And think about it, it's not even his fight. It's his brother's fight. You know what I mean? He's stepping up on this man, putting himself into it. So, hey, it's all a money grab. I'm gonna get the fight. Yes, I will be watching the fight just because it's just, hey, it's entertaining.
Quarantine, the nigga ain't shit else to do.
Yeah, man. But it got me thinking too, man. So was there ever a time that y'all ever like had anybody just walk up on y'all and just steal something off of you like that? And dip?
You can probably imagine what my answer to that would be. So. That's some weird shit, woman. So
she said say no more. Say no more. I've actually never been in that situation, but I have seen it where it was a long time ago. I was on the strip, and one of the guys I was with, he had these real like thick studs in his ear. You know what I mean? He was fly, whatever. So, and I'll never forget. It was a big beef between the cities down there, and basically it was a big group from this one particular city. I ain't gonna say no whatever, but this big group from one city. They kind of saw that we, was from one other part or whatever. Dude walked up on him, literally plucked the earrings out his ear and stole on him in his face. And it just started a whole like melee on the strip. And yeah, man, that's the only time I ever seen some like bold shit like that. But it definitely happens.
This nigga said melee.
I know that's
that nigga said melee. Like, okay.
I'm picturing like
That
pirates
shit-
or something. Like,
Facts. That's the more. I mean, yeah, you got it.
Jack
I started
Sparrow.
picturing war like Afghanistan and shit.
That shit, nah, it was pretty bad, bro. It was really bad. Like it started like a whole riot, and we're talking like thousands of people on the strip. This is one of those summer, like July nights in Virginia Beach, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like it was packed.
Did anybody start shooting? Well, you just
eventually.
Okay.
Eventually, somebody did start shooting. Not in that from that particular incident, because it was a bunch of incidents happening on the strip that night. So this was just one isolated incident. So, but no, it was a shooting that ended up happening that night. Yeah.
The strip used to be lit, bro. Didn't they try to clean it up? They did clean it up. Like now you can't even curse on the strip.
Nah. The thing is, no, they just had a shooting out there just recently. I think back.
Oh, that was Pharrell's cousin.
Yeah.
Pharrell's cousin. Yeah. You're right.
Girl from Bad Girls Club. Yeah. It was it's pretty sad, man. Pretty sad. Yeah, but hey, to be continued on that. So
The Varius